Life Redefined International is a registered company, non-profit. If I can say, it's a company registered, limited by guarantee. It is not for profit. And its aim is to provide psychosocial support to persons struggling with substance abuse. And also, we are looking at assisting people who are repeatedly affected by crime, if I can call it criminology. Our mission is to have a world of people who are rehabilitated and who have been affected with psychosocial issues, and they can be rehabilitated and fit back into society to live a normal life, socially, economically, psychologically, spiritually. Well, one, Vivian, if I can speak to you personally, you've experienced these people around you, so you are my number one mobilizer, target identifier, but also mainly we look to using the governmental existing structures, the police. These people who are like addicts are always at the police stations. Whether you like it or not, they always find themselves in the police. Then we have prisons, and then we can also use the existing hospitals. If I can give you a slogan, is giving a newness to life. That is different from a rehab center that is giving you medication to recover. We go on to address you. We give you the love, we give you the counseling, we give you the acceptance back into society. What we've seen out there in other rehabilitation centers, as much as they not only give the medication, I would say, sometimes they give the counseling, but when people come out back into society, there's an element of stigma, there's an element of feeling like I do not fit anymore. So we are coming in to let someone know it doesn't matter where you've been, you can fit back in society again. We can address this issue, this mindset issue, and get you back into society, as well as addressing the people who are staying with this person. That is our difference. We go beyond the victim to the other people. A mother, a father, a child, a husband, a wife, a sibling who has stayed or is staying with the person who is affected with addictions, with crime, and maybe they don't know what to do, but it has really changed their lives. Believe it or not, it has an effect. It has an effect on you. If you have someone in your family, you have someone in your neighborhood who is always going to prison, who is always on drugs, who is always taking alcohol, and you don't know what to do. And what society has done is abandon these guys, write them off, because they're thinking, why can't they think the way we think? But Life Redefined is thinking, why don't we understand them and then we give them a new thinking? Well, I have two motivators, but what I talked about earlier is living in an environment with this. I have had brothers who have actually been through drugs and alcohol, and it starts gradually because of different reasons. Maybe they're trying to find a reason to hide away from reality, a way of, things are going on in the world, and they don't have answers to these questions, so they try to hide away. And not so long ago, I actually lost my own brother that, I follow, died due to drugs. And for me, it's a move. He's not the only one. I've had friends die. They've come out, they've gone to rehabilitation centers, they've come out, they've come back, and there's always that gap. Like, for example, I had a friend I went to school with. Her name was Flavia. Every time she would come out of the rehab, she looks at us and she would think we are ahead. We have left her. She looks at her mother, and the mother is disappointed and depressed. and she doesn't know how to handle this. Eventually, she goes back to drugs. She goes back to the rehab. She comes back, and the end result, she died. She died to overdose. So, for me, it is a gap. My other motivator, I am a Christian, by the way, a child of God, and this to me is a calling. It is God-given that we reach out, that Jesus said that we go out into the world and preach the good news. This is the good news. This is the good news that everything that we need, God has already provided. And these guys need the good news. We need to speak to their spirits. As a man, we have three beings, as spirit, soul, and body. But in most cases, our spirit speaks to us of don't do drugs, don't commit crime. But then our mind tells us, what are you going to do about this situation? So Life Redefined, we are coming to amplify the spirit man that tells you you're better than this, that tells you, there are answers to this problem. There is a God who can address this. To everyone out there watching us, Life Redefined has been born. That is going to support in the psychosocial issues to people who are affected or who are struggling with substance abuse and crime, and we are here to help. We call you upon to support us as a volunteer, as a counselor, as a partner, in any way possible to make this vision a reality. We recommend that anyone you come across to, let us get rid of this idea of writing people off. Let us take away the stigma. This is our society. These are our brothers. These are our sisters. Let the stigma go out. Let us try to help them. If you don't know how to, come to us. We have the counseling services. We have the spiritual help, all the help that you need to be able to go back also to the community or to your home and help these people. If the situation is depressing you, we are here to help you, whether you're a victim or a person who is affected as a result of being next to a victim. Come to us. We are the voice.